Hi everyone, welcome back to Sports Gati. Today we are trying to review a question that has been troubling everyone who follows European football. Uh, Not troubling if you are a Manchester City fan. Uh, is Manchester City the best team in Europe right now? And if you look at the yellow ratings, which just like you have in chess, every team is rated, and when two rated teams play against each other, the rating is adjusted. So if you lose against a team which is rated below you, then your ratings drop, and if you win against a team that is rated above you, your rating increases, and so on. After a duration of time, the ratings can get adjusted, and these ratings I think is a bit more reflective than the UEFA coefficients, but they are pretty close. So what we see is that Manchester City and Bayern are way above everyone, but Manchester City is the team in form. They have won 19 matches in a row right now. So what do you think about this, Karan?
I just feel Pep is doing what Pep does. When the season started, considering what had happened last season, no one expected Manchester City to come out or play in the way they are. But Pep has just had a turnover specifically after, I think it was the second game week in Premier League when they lost 5-2 to Leicester City, where they conceded about 3 or 4 penalties. Like, whenever everyone was asked who would the top four be, City would be a part of the top four, but no one expected City to just thrash like a bulldozer and just kill everyone in Europe. Just before we started recording this video, we were just doing some research, and the numbers with respect to Manchester City are just mind-boggling. Because I remember when the season had started and everyone was saying the top four, City was a part of the top four, but City wasn't going to be number one, considering what they've done, and they've bulldozed their way across all competitions they're playing right now. There's a possibility they can win 6 on 6 trophies this season. They still have that possibility right now. And I mean, like, what they've done, in my opinion, is extraordinary because they have won 19 games in a row, scoring 47 and only conceding 6. If you consider draws, they haven't lost a game in 26 or almost 26 games. Coming to another stat, which is still mind-boggling me, is Manchester City have not conceded a goal in Champions League for over 616 minutes. I think that would be a record. I mean, like, you see what these guys are doing. They've played 38 games so far, and they've scored about 84 goals. To understand that their squad depth is really, it's not that deep because you don't have Aguero. Aguero hasn't played anything this season, and Gabriel Jesus, who's their main striker, is their fourth highest goal scorer with 9 goals. It's predominantly Gundogan who's picked up form, and Phil Foden, and Pep has just evolved this team in a way where you see what's happening. I mean, you watch City play and you go like, okay, they're not going to do something, and they just win the game. I feel that their domination is because they play good football, but their domination is also because of the fact that a lot of teams in the Premier League don't test them enough. Because if you don't test them enough, what happens is they're okay with conceding that, the scoring that one goal, and they sit back. Because if they sit back and they don't press that much, holding just the possession, it makes it easier for them to play that game on Tuesday, Wednesday. And especially with Premier League, other than that one Liverpool game, I haven't seen any other Premier League team challenge them saying, come on, show us anything else. So even though Manchester City has been doing really well with their limited squad strength, I feel that there is some more testing required to be done from other European teams. And I feel the next round of Champions League and the subsequent Premier League games which are coming up, they, I think, will test out this City team. And the last thing I want to add on to this particular session is that even though they've had injuries, they've somehow found replacements. I mean, there was a time when Aguero was injured and Kevin De Bruyne was injured, and everyone is like, this is where the downfall will start. And then came Ilkay Gundogan, and he just kept scoring. I forgot how many times he scored a brace. He's also their highest goal scorer with Raheem Sterling. So I mean, okay, if De Bruyne is not there, Gundogan steps up. You have Phil Foden, who's done really well. You have Ferran Torres, who scored 8 goals. Riyad Mahrez chips in one or the other game, and then you have Bernardo Silva, who's picking up form. I mean, Raheem Sterling, as me and Vaishak were discussing, supposed to be in the league of Salah and your Harry Kane, where he should be averaging about 20-25 goals a season. He's at 13 right now. I think his form has dropped a bit. But even him, like with this entire midfield squad, the Pep is playing. It's beautiful. And the one beautiful addition to their team, I would say two actually, are Joao Cancelo and Ruben Diaz. Cancelo playing that false defender, false midfielder role, and then Ruben Diaz providing that solidity at the back. I mean, Danilo for Cancelo was a sweet deal for City, I think. Over to you, Vashak. What do you think, or do you think that this resembles some other teams' dominance in Europe as well?
As we talk about yellow ratings, the only other team to mention is Bayern. And even as a Bayern fan, I have to say Bayern has not been the team in form. But the fact is, when it mattered at times, when it mattered in the Champions League, they have shown up. And the Champions League form, you really have to say, yes, Bayern conceded a lot of goals in the Champions League. They have only kept 2 clean sheets, if I'm right, against Atletico Madrid and CSK Moscow, while City have 6. So the defense is a bit leaky. But if you see from the start of last season, that is since the start of 2019-20 season, in the 18 games Bayern played, they're unbeaten, and they have only drawn once, and they have scored 65 goals and conceded only 14. So they are pretty much in a big league in the Champions League. And the fact is that there is a gear that that most of the times when Bayern has not played good, is that there is a one more gear that Bayern can go and they have not gone. As you rightly pointed out, Manchester City, most of the times, I don't think Manchester City sit back, but the fact is Manchester City is very comfortable recycling the ball among themselves, because that is the drill that Pep Guardiola, does every day, is to pass the ball to each other. And they are very comfortable doing it, that if you don't press them, they get the one goal, and they can easily pass the ball to each other. So in the Champions League match against Gladbach is a bogey team against Bayern in the last 2 or 3 seasons, and I've been expecting them to show up against City. But what happened, I saw, is that except for Dennis Zakaria, most of the midfielders, when they got the ball, they have a forward pass, they have some brave passes to play. They were not ambitious, they were not brave enough. They passed it back to recycle the ball, and by the time they recycled the ball, Manchester City could easily track back. So they just were not brave enough to play against Manchester City, and so much so is the other teams as well in the English Premier League, as you said. You said Liverpool. I think Aston Villa also played pretty decent. They also, gave City the fight. They pressed City as much as possible. But apart from that, yeah, City has been doing it pretty easy. They have not been going to the second gear. So the fact is, we don't know what is the actual capability of City. And I think with Aguero back, if Sterling is back in form, if Kevin De Bruyne is back, yes, City clearly have a gear much, much above than what they are playing right now. And it looks like Bayern and City are way above everyone. And on form right now, City is the best team. Do you have anything to add up, Karan?
Yes, Vaishak, I do. Being a Chelsea fan, I feel a lot of records have been broken over the last few years. But the one record which is still intact and held by Chelsea is the most number of clean sheets in a Premier League season, which is 25, and which is held by Chelsea right now. We achieved that in 2004-5, the season of 2004-5. Manchester City sits at 14 clean sheets out of 24 games, and they can reach to the 25 number. I mean, it is a bit difficult, but it is possible considering the form they're in. They have about 14 games left, and they need 11 clean sheets. I know it is a daunting task, but considering Pep Guardiola and the form they're in, they might just be able to break it. That's one thing I wanted to add on. And that comparison between Bayern and City, I think, was very symmetrical, and I think they are going to rule Europe for the next few years, I think. Over to you, Vashak.
Yeah, I think it's time to conclude. If you have anything to add, if you're a Bayern fan or a Manchester City fan, or if you're a Chelsea fan and you think your record will remain intact, please do comment on your comment box. We'll meet you next time. Stay safe. Goodbye.